Well, hello students. Today our our question comes from Cambridge Assessment International Education, that is advanced subsidiary and advanced level, mathematics, pure mathematics 2. The code is 9709/22. The paper was taken November 2023. Now, the question of interest, we are now considering integration. We had considered polynomials in our previous topic. If you visit Facebook, you should, if you visit YouTube, you should find my videos on a playlist. I've organized videos on playlist. So if you want polynomials, you can check under the playlist of polynomials. So question for today is integration, and it is question 5. So question 5, we see, yes, find the quotient when 6x cubed minus 5x squared minus 24x minus 4 is divided by 2x plus 1, and show that the remainder is 6. That is 3 marks. Now, this particular question I had considered when I was looking at polynomials in my previous video. So you should care to check that particular playlist and see the quotient we are going to get that gives us a remainder of 6. Then part B is hence find the integral of 6x cubed minus 5x squared minus 24x minus 4 over 2x plus 1 within the limits 2 to 7. So you give your answers in the form a plus ln of b, where a and b are integers. 5 marks. So this is the particular question that we want to consider in this video. We had done part A, and I promised to consider this part. Now in this video, I consider this part. So for that, we dive into the solution. Well, now this we should remember that when we were considering polynomials, if you check my playlist under pure mathematics 2, that is 9709, you'll realize that I'd covered polynomials. Now, under polynomials in this specific question, I'd tackled part A. And in our solution, we obtained the quotient to that particular integral to be 3x squared minus 4x minus 10. That's what we had. If you check, you'll realize that we found the quotient to be 3x squared minus 4x minus 10 remainder 6. So here we are asked, this is part B of the question, and I'd mentioned that once I get to that topic, I'll then look at it. So what we are asked to do is find the integral of 7. Now, the integral of 6x cubed minus 5x squared minus 24x minus 4 all over 2x plus 1 dx. So you are required to get the integral of that, giving your answer in the form a plus ln b, where a and b are integers. Now, first, what we should realize is that if you divide this by this, you get, as the result we obtained in our question of polynomials, you get, what we got was the quotient, that is the quotient, we got the quotient to be 3x squared minus 4x minus 10, remainder 6. Now, if that's the case, then there's a way we can rewrite that. So it means that for us to get this integral, there's a way then, using this fact, we can write it. It can be written as 3x squared minus 4x minus 10 plus 6, which was the remainder, divided by this. Because realize that this quotient is this divided by this, but there was a remainder of 6. So that remainder we divided by this. So it is 2x plus 1. You have to sit and understand why we add 6 over this. It was a remainder. And in which case we still need again to divide it by this because it escaped that. That's why it was a remainder. It escaped the divisor. So here we have it. So that's dx. So next thing here is to see that we can get the integral directly for this part. So probably what I say is, let me say this implies that the integral 2 to 7 of 3x squared minus 4x minus 10 dx plus the integral from 2 to 7 of 6 over 2x plus 1 dx. Yeah, I can have that. But you see this part here is, so if you are integrating, you add and divide. So it's going to be, here I'm going to end up with x cubed minus 2x squared minus 2x squared minus 10x plus c. C is an integration constant, 7 2, like that. Then I get this part, which will be 7 2 of 6 over 2x plus 1 dx. Now, that part is interesting. And so, to get that, then we use, we need to be a little smart by saying let u be 2x plus 1. Because I could as well write this as 6 outside, I factorize 6. So it's from 2 to 7 of 1 over 2x plus 1 dx. So if u is this, that should then imply that du dx is 2. Du dx is 2. And that should then imply that dx is equal to du over 2. Dx is equal to du over 2. So I can substitute, and if I do, I'll then be having 7 2 and 6 is outside, but then we'll now have 1 over u, and where there is dx, I put du over 2. And that is 7 2, and this 2 I can bring it outside so that it's 3. So I have 3 outside, but it is du over u. But we know that, so this is du over, that is actually, it is 1 over u du. So it's 3, 1 over u du. So what we have is that this now becomes 3 ln u plus c. 3 ln u plus c, but we give it the limit 7 2, like that. 3 ln u plus c. But what was u? U was 2 plus x. That implies that that integral is 3 into ln of 2x plus 1, ln of 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1, ln of 2x plus 1 plus c, then give it the integral 7 2. Now, with that, if you work out this, if you apply these limits, of course, by you will see that this cancels, c will cancel by the time you apply the limits. If you apply limits here, what you should get, apply limits here, and apply the limits here and add. In other words, apply these limits on this and apply these limits on this. The value you get here, add to this value. That will be the solution. And it should be, just confirm that what you get is approximately 198.30. That is the answer to that question. So up to there, see you in my next video. Remember that I said that all this, if you get all this, it's 198.30.